Howdy fellas, sorry it's been a while since my last upload. If you've been paying attention to my community posts, you know that I took most of December off to work on a really big project that's currently about a third of the way complete. But I didn't want to leave you guys without something to watch for 2 months in a row, so here we are. About a year and a half ago, Jesus Christ, where's the time going? I made a small 6-inch square diorama of Norrøn Village from the PS2 game Dark Cloud. I keep it on my wall and look at it from time to time, which has filled me with a slow, burning desire to make another small-scale diorama. This was generally just a small idea I never really pursued, until one day I had found some files from Bellrock Miniatures for stylized figures of the player characters from the recent hit video game Lethal Company. For those who don't know, Lethal Company is a game where you work for an uncaring company who tasks you to visit random moons and plunder their depths for scraps, all while trying your best not to get murdered by the locals.
Alright, eat my ass, goose.
Wrong game, bro. It's a stupidly fun game, even more fun with the growing mod scene, and has been our go-to game of choice when the friends are all together. When I posted about a project idea for January, I had some really good feedback from you guys, but something overtook my brain when I found those minis. For those who voted in the poll, don't worry, well, I'll get to that, in the future, but I pray that just for this video, you indulge me, just this once. Please. For this diorama, I wanted to make a scene inside of the depths of the moon facilities, which are dark corridors of concrete, sheet metal, and metal walkways. I envisioned a party of 2 explorers, one with a dead flashlight and the other hurriedly running towards the exit with their prize. However, the flashlight user would be the prey of one of the moon's most infamous inhabitants, the Bracken. The Bracken is a dark red humanoid plant monster guy thing that is a stealth ambusher, ending many a dungeon delve with a swift twist of your neck. What the fuck is that?
How the fuck do you scan this? I'm right clicking.
It just sends out a blue pulse. Oh fuck, oh fuck! Oh shit!
Hey. Oh no.
I hate you, Joe.
John. Hey man, things happen.
We've had many a mission meet the untimely demise due to these bastards, although we admittedly did mod him into Freddy Fazbear, which does simultaneously make it scarier and funnier. Holy shit!
Holy fuck. You fucking shit! Fuck!
Shit.
Oh my god, really, dude?
God damn it!
Behind me!
To start the diorama off, I wanted to set the dimensions to the entire thing would be a 3-inch square. Not only does this make the diorama much easier to store, but I like these little pocket-sized scenes. 3 inches ended up being a little too small for what I had mapped out, but I do adore this size, and I'll probably end up making more of these 3-inch displays down the road. After drawing a 1-inch grid on a paper template, I take a second to map it all out on the template itself. I plan on having a 1-inch wide T-junction walkway with 2 paths ending in doors. The Bracken will have come through one of the doors to eye up one player, while the other doesn't even notice the situation. By the time he escapes with his loot, his friend will have been dragged into the abyss. The metal walkway in the center of the diorama is what most of the project quite literally rests on. To make this, I'm going to go right off the deep end and make the grating myself out of these 2 varying sizes of styrene rods. The larger ones will form the perimeter of the walkway, while the smaller diameter rods will be used to make the actual grating. I know for a fact that places sell like etched bronze, brass, metal grating for like train dioramas, but there were a few issues with that. Number 1, I couldn't find any in stock in any store I looked at. Number 2, I wasn't sure what scale I needed, since these are like 28mm scale, and there's like 4 or 5 different model train scales, and I don't know the first thing about any of them. Number 3, I didn't have time to wait for shipping, and number 4, I wanted to test both my abilities and my sanity. My strat for this was to use my horrifically fucked up cutting mat to space the initial frame and the bars that ran horizontally. While this was working initially, I found that the small variances in space were going to cause issues down the line, so I ended up using a piece of that same styrene as a spacer between the bars. As I was building the frame, I'd used offcuts to space the next bar, and so on until I had all of the horizontal bars attached. I also attached a bit of larger rod to the ends under the doors to account for the thickness of the wall paneling where everything was attached. I then used some gel super glue as a ghetto gap filler on the corners, which was sanded flat, mainly because every time I buy putty, it magically dries up in 2 days, and that's $4 down the drain. Or $8. I don't know. I've tried a lot of them. They all do the same thing on me. It's like buying milk. Every time I buy milk, it goes bad in like 3 days. I don't buy milk anymore. Or putty. And now for the completely unhinged section of the build. I cut a bunch of small sections of rod out to act as the vertical bars of the grate, using a vertical piece to ensure everything was lined up. Now I know what you're thinking, why not just use stitching mesh or layers of some strips of styrene? After all, I have both of them in my little materials box. It's going to take forever. Well, this shockingly didn't take that long. In fact, I did it over a few hours across 2 nights while re-watching Sharp. Making a metal walkway out of styrene instead of just using stitching mesh.
That's soldering.
But yeah, my main priority when it came to the walkway was that I wanted a nice even surface to rest the minis on. The stitching mesh, or granny grating as some people call it, was the strongest contender in the speed versus quality category, but the gaps were too wide. Given that the minis aren't going to have bases, this wouldn't really look right, like the minis would just fall right through. It probably wouldn't be so bad if the miniatures actually did have bases, but that's more of a functionality mindset. I'm thinking more of a visual mindset since this is just a display piece. But yeah, it actually didn't take that long. When I finished each section, because I kind of spaced it out into 4 square sections, I would trim everything down and then sand it all flat. I also spread some super glue on the underside of the walkway to kind of give it a little more strength, just in case while I was manhandling it for painting. Overall, I think it looked a lot better than stitching mesh, even if it did take longer to make. Stitching mesh would probably be just fine for playable terrain, but yeah, for a diorama, I just wanted something that looked a little nicer. If I actually thought about this beforehand, I would have gotten some brass etched metal blah blah, but you know, hey, we make do with what we've got, you know. With the walkway done, I cut 3-inch squares out of foam board, which will serve as the bulk of the walls and the floor section. And by floor, I mean the unending abyss underneath the walkway. One of the walls and the floor piece were cut short as to keep a nice even square shaped when all the pieces were attached together. I wasn't sure how I wanted to proceed on the walls, so for now I turned my attention to the doors. There are 2 doors, a normal door and a fire exit, which have slightly different constructions, but both were easily constructed with some styrene and a few paper clips for the door with a barred window. When it came to the walls, they looked to be a low-resolution corrugated metal of sorts. I considered making something from styrene, but settled for the oldest corrugation trick in the book, which is separated cardboard. I had seen channels like Night Shift make jigs to make really nice scale corrugated metal sheets, but it was out of the time scale available to me for this project, so that's something I do want to experiment with down the line, but not right now. Cardboard was fast, cheap, and easy, although the finish to where the paper stuck was a little rough, and I had an issue with this piece of cardboard that I've never had, which was the paper backing sticking a little too well to the corrugation. Being as this is sourced from a cheap box of ramen, I wouldn't have really expected low quality cardboard to put up this much of a fight, which was a little strange. At the very least, it was easy enough to clean up with some tweezers, and I used a lighter to burn off the small fuzzy bits, at least. These corrugated bits were attached to the foam board squares after peeling off the paper on one side, glued together using Mod Podge and some weights on top overnight. With the walls all sketched out, I placed the walkway into the diorama and made a permanent connection for the walls. Note that I'm not connecting the walkway here, but the walls, just the walls. I connected the walls with white glue and some pins. Hot glue could have also probably worked maybe even a little better on this foam board, but while I was doing this, I was about to head to work, so I figured I'd have plenty of time to dry. Later that night, after slaving away at my own company, I verified that the connection was nice and strong and added a styrene rod between the two pieces to kind of hide the seam. I also made sure to add these little ledges that go under the walkway, a small detail, but useful when you can't take your eyes off of a coil head. Oh! Fuck! Fuck! Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. In the interest of adding some durability to the fragile corrugation, I added dots of liquid superglue across the facade. Superglue can tear through some foam pretty easily, so I was careful to keep control over the glue and make sure it stayed only on the cardboard. Next, I put some poster tack on a Mini's feet so I could use them to determine the height of the handrails. While normally at a height meant to prevent falling, some very determined employees could bypass safety measures if desired, or if they happen to be as blind as a bat.
Yeah. The note kept me safe. Alright. I have no idea. Oh, wait.
The ship, but I don't see
Are you
anything.
fucking kidding me? I fashioned handrails out of some round styrene dowels, using a lighter to bend some pieces for the T-junction. Note, like I said earlier, that the walkway hasn't been attached permanently yet, to make painting easier down the line. The back, furthest back bent rails were attached after painting, as attaching them now would make the piece impossible to remove. You guys know I really like my sub-assemblies, so yeah. With the railing done, I cut strips of styrene to frame the diorama with. For this, I used foam board when I framed my Dark Cloud diorama and very thin plywood when I did my Gundam diorama, so I wanted to try styrene. A foam board was way too thick for that use, and plywood afforded an unwanted texture, plus I never have any plywood like that. Or balsa. Was it balsa? Yeah, why the fuck did I say plywood? Anyways, it gave it a texture, and I never have any of it laying around. Styrene is something I keep on supply due to the nature of my work, and there's no texture, it's just smooth. So yeah, this is the obvious go-to choice in the future. Plus gaps can be filled with gel superglue and some sanding, because again, I don't buy milk anymore. While I have 2 employee miniatures for this diorama, I don't have a Bracken. I wasn't able to find any until after this project was finished, so in the meantime I had to sculpt my own. I used some spare braided wire I had laying around to make the skeleton, with some thinner jewelry wire wrapped around and glued around the torso to ensure the arm assembly wouldn't separate. These were covered with milliput to ensure the skeleton was very strong and could resist manhandling and sculpting. With the frame ready to roll, I mixed green stuff and milliput to sculpt the Bracken, starting with the legs. The Bracken is a humanoid with hoofed feet and a wide upper frame, like he's got that various suit achievable natty. While I took care to smooth portions of the body together, I wasn't too concerned about the texture left behind. The Bracken is normally a very smooth creature due to the game's simplistic graphical style, so I thought texturing the body with the side of a wooden toothpick and a little bit of my fingerprints would add a little something but not be too intrusive. I worked up the body to the shoulders before coming back down to the forearms and working up again. The hands were sculpted separately and attached at a later point with superglue and some putty. The head was done last, an X-Acto knife and a clay shaper adding in those distinct head wedge missing bits. Fuck, I don't know what to call that. When it came to the Bracken's distinct foliage that sprouts off of his back, I considered using sheets of green stuff and carefully modeling them onto his body, but then I remembered that this model will only ever be seen from one direction. I cut some pointed leafy bits from a sheet of metal from a soda can and glued them straight to the Bracken's back. Not only was this much faster in the long run, but never seeing the back of the model meant I could get messy back there and it not really matter in the long run. With sculpting and construction done, it was time to quickly gussy up the minis. While everyone in our group has their own signature player skin now, I opted to keep these guys in the standard company orange. I started from a zenithal here done with spray cans, although this was purely done to make the miniatures easier to see on camera. My orange paint is like extremely transparent, which made painting these minis kinda hard. To help get it to cover, I mixed the orange with God's gift to humanity, Vallejo Sky Gray. Seriously, this shit rocks.
I put that on everything.
With a solid pastel orange on the mini, the transparent orange was much easier to paint on, only needing about 3 coats in total. I gave the jumpsuit a light dry brush to get some volume on the model before painting the oxygen tanks on both minis with a yellow. My yellow paints, suck, so it was mixed with sky gray for the first coat in the same way before assaulting it with a straight yellow. I really need to look into getting a better yellow paint. Buckles and the bottles for the other mini were painted with a silver, and for the boots, straps, helmet, and generally all the black bits, I mixed Vallejo black gray and neutral gray before dry brushing on a little neutral gray for the highlights. With the base coats done, I mixed together a brown and black wash in equal amounts before diluting that mixture evenly with some glaze medium. This is a nice universal shade that works over almost any combination of colors in my experience. I haven't really found anything that it looks bad on yet. So yeah, fuck it. It ain't broke, you know. And with that wash makes 2 employees done. I could have gussied them up more, but I didn't want to put that much time into this project. Yeah, because I felt like it could have been really easy to get lost in a bunch of layering and edge highlighting and all that other bullshit. But anyways, the Bracken. The Bracken was painted slightly differently. The base coat was a mixture of flat red and brown, knocked down in saturation by small dots of black to produce a nice burgundy-ish color. The leaves were painted with a flat green and sky gray before hitting the whole model with the same black and brown wash, mainly just to keep it consistent with the rest of the scene. The process of starting to paint the diorama itself was a bit of a nightmare, more nightmarish than going to an eclipsed moon. Hey.
Dude, that was awful.
That was truly dreadful.
Absolutely terrible.
At first I had it primed black and brushed on some silver, but I wasn't really getting good coverage, so I figured, fuck it, and I just sprayed it silver. This ended up not working out very well either, so I reprimed it black and just dry brushed on a gunmetal silver, which, it's good enough. I used the same gunmetal to dry brush the walkway and the open door. The handrails were painted in the same fashion as the yellow oxygen tanks, which was important because the yellow by itself had nowhere near enough coverage I needed to take on that black primer. So yeah, I used the yellow and sky gray method. With a little bit of that wash thrown over the walkway with a few little dots of brown also splashed on sporadically, the walkway was done so I could glue it into its final position. Then, with the walkway in its final position, I can glue on those back handrails as well. After putting a little bit of a wash on the walkway, handrails, and the door, I turned my attention to the fire exit door. I sketched out the letters on the door with pencil before painting over the final lettering with a mix of white and sky gray. If you haven't noticed, I use a lot of sky gray, also because my white is very thin. I might need new paint. While I like how the door came out, although the font isn't quite right, in hindsight I realized I forgot to make the light that goes over the door. Yeah, hindsight is 20/20 I suppose, but I think we're just gonna have to afford to leave that off. With the fire exit finished, the minis all painted, and the diorama itself all good to go, it's time to glue it all together. And there's the finished diorama. It's not my best work, but I had a lot of fun making it. I don't know, it's, something about making that walkway and figuring out how to keep it all under 3 inches was like a little puzzle, and I enjoyed it way too much. There's a bit of wasted space in the front, which I could have tried to capitalize with. Maybe it's like a diagonal diorama, but you know, I still like it as is. Still learning how to frame a scene in diorama terms, especially one this small. So, you know, practice makes perfect. I wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody with being patient with the channel's downtime during the winter. Even right now, I'm back in production, but I'm still a little slow going, and I've got a lot of things going on in life, and yeah, it's just kind of all culminating into not exactly jumping back into the pace that I had before the holidays. I do have plenty of projects planned. I've got plenty on my plate, and I genuinely think it will take me a couple years to run out of like new projects to do, because genuinely I've got so much shit. But yeah, thank you guys for being patient. Give me a little bit and I'll get back into the swing of things. If you don't look at the community posts, I highly advise that you do, because I try to post over there at least once a week just to let you guys know what's going on, keep you guys in the loop. I also do a weekly update over on Patreon as well, with a little behind the scenes stuff. So if you're interested in that, you can come support me there. No pressure, obviously. My content's always free. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this. During the editing phase of this video, it was really hard for me to just pick the clips that I needed for the video, and I passed up a lot of good ones when writing the script. So as a little bit of a little bonus treat here at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys a little collection of some of the funny moments that we've had during Lethal Company. Some of the things I've just caught on replays. So if you're just here for crafting, yeah, I'm pretty much done. But yeah, if you guys like the hijinks that the game offers, then stick around, because I think these are funny as shit. So yeah, hopefully you guys will like them too. But anyways, I'm rambling. Yeah, we'll get on with it. Thank you for watching.
Oh, you got 2 sandworms incoming, boyo. You better fucking run.
Ooh, holy fuck, did I really dodge that? Huh? Oh!
You really did dodge that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Holy shit.
Indigestion, you dumb son of a bitch!
Holy fuck. How did Davey survive?
Yeah, that was crazy.
You guys are just in a big dead end. Wait,
What the fuck is that?
Get that money. Oh, wait, something's coming from you guys.
Yeah, it's.
Alright, guys,
Fuck it
get
up.
the fuck out
Do
of
it.
here. Go! Get the fuck out. Oh god.
It's got a gun.
Guys, be careful.
Dead.
I don't know, do we make it from like...
She's dead, isn't she?
Yeah, she's dead as shit.
Alright, we're gonna have to jump. Try and
Yeah, we can jump it.
bait it.
Fuck you! It worked! Go, go, go!
Goddamn, guys, go!
God damn it! Oh, Joe, this way.
Fuck, alright.
No!
No!
Oh shit. Joe, come on!
Joe's dead.
Oh, that was Joe.
He fucked up the jump, and he had all the loot on him.
Damn, yeah, I can see his corpse at the bottom of it.
They're coming! Ow! Ow! Oh jeez! Oh jeez!
Joe. There's some loot up here. Boyos.
What is this? A remote?
A remote. Nice. Can you use it? Oh. I wonder what that does.
I don't know.
Wait.
Davey's
what?
lights just went off and on. Are you good?
Oh, wait, this remote works for the the ship
it's
lights.
For the ship.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
I like big bolts and I cannot buy.
Outside.
Like a Did I just see a sperm?
A dude! It's a dude! Go, go, go! Ow!
Oh.
Oh, gift. All right. Nice.
Last,
Okay.
Dude,
last time I did,
score up so
Sweet.
close to snagging
Let's fucking
Joe.
go.
dude,
There's a lot of stuff in there.
I-
I'll grab the coke. What
I
killed
was,
John?
I was murdered.
John was getting bugged.
Wasn't that a little
Yeah.
flying bug?
No.
I think I hit him.
Oh no.
I was trying to hit the bug.
Davey murdered you?
I think I hit him.
What the fuck, dude?
She panicked.
That's funny.
She panicked and she
Alright.
swung the shovel around and she clocked me and I died.
Shut up and open the door.
Could you hear Joe, John?
Mm-hmm. What about now, Joe?
Still falling. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can't hear
Or
you.
am I?
I think this castle
Oh.
dungeon interior is messing with.
Dude, wait. I can't. I'm like fading. I'm constantly falling. I gotta wait till I come back. Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah. So I can only hear you. But not all the time. I'm glad that it's funny.
Davey, come in here. You gotta see this shit. Hey, Davey.
Hey. There's turrets everywhere. Be careful.
I'm on top of a turret.
Watch out! I'm okay.
Yeah, turrets everywhere. I'm hiding behind it. John's on top of it. Oh. It almost turned to face me.
All right, guys.
Yeah. There's a turret immediately to the right as well, Jer.
Oh shit!
Oh no! I knew about the mine. I didn't think John was just gonna. I don't remember the way.
Joe, what happened?
Damn.
He didn't get stunned. He just walked straight through my stun.
I blame you. I blame Kian.
What did I do?
That was not
Oh
my
no! The cash register. That's a lot of money.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh!
You've gotta be fucking kidding me!
Oh shit.
That's why I didn't.
I should drop it.
Telling you what passed.
Hey, we're cool. We're fucking cool.
Oh, juke him! Juke him! Juke him!
We're cool.
Oh!
Wow. She got him.
Oh!
We're fucking fine. You just stay over there.
Wait. He's running. He's running.
He's like glitching out on my side.
We're fine. We're fine. I don't even. We're good.
Man, that's
I'm gonna throw
man.
up.
I like how this shit echoes.
Oh shit! A second one. Oh,
Really?
Jump! Please jump, game. Oh fuck! Holy shit. Okay. Actually, can I get some bodies? Quickly, please. Oh my god, my fucking heart hurts. Okay, 5 seconds. For the love of God, please. Okay. One. Oh wait, no. They're masked. I can't teleport them. Okay, fucking hell.
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh shit!
What? How do you get in?
He just walked through.
Oh.
I feel so sorry for her. She's just backing up.
In the corner.
Walked in. Dude, her whole safety like net has been shattered.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, Damon. You've been psychologically like shattered right now.
Spank.
No, hey, turn around, Davey. You ready?
California girl.
That's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good.
Wait. Hold on.
Oh no!
No joke.
Oh no! Jim's running a trade on me.
Oh.
No twerk. Alright, hold on. This is
Wait, I'm like California girls twerking.
this is a pretty intense tech. Give me a second. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah. I'm making it out of the company.
Nice.